With a GDP of $818 billion as of 2022, Switzerland is one of the leading countries in the world. However, not everything is about wealth. There is more to life, and because of their wealth, Switzerland could miss out on many things. Their comfort could rob them of their humanity. Fortunately, there is a solution, and it's going to sound weird. Switzerland needs poor people, and in this video, we will show you 10 reasons why they do. Watch till the end to see what number 1 is. Number 10. Low-paying jobs. Every legal work is honorable, but some are that although they are honorable, they are low-paying or uncomfortable for rich people. A typical example can be found in the hospitals. In a hospital home for the elderly who is expected to care for their living conditions, certainly not the rich. Yet that job is necessary, and this is where the poor come in. They render services the rich can't. That's not all. We've got another example, and this one is a little bit disgusting. Imagine Elon Musk in the sewers. You can't, right? Elon does many crazy things, but none require him to be in the sewers. Even as daring as Mr. Beast is, he won't get near the sewers. The same goes for the rich people in Switzerland. You can't find them in the sewers, but sewage has to be treated. Who does the treating? Poor people who don't mind getting their hands dirty. It is these people that make sure that the Swiss upper comes from untreated sewage. This leads us to the 9th point. Number 9, Enriches the Rich. This point is an extension of the first, and here's how. So having poor people allows the rich to make more money. The rich are the way they are because they spend their time pursuing goals to help them remain wealthy. So they have to delegate some of their work to other people who would do it cheaply. Imagine having a house and doing the chores. Sure, it can be a fulfilling activity, but the truth is, the rich don't have that luxury of time. Hiring a housekeeper helps the wealthy meet their goals. Sure, it'll cost them, but they'll make far more than they are paying said housekeepers. If you think this point makes sense, the next one will blow your mind. Number 8, security. We can see your faces right now. Security? How? Let's show you how. To secure the lives of others requires you to be able to do things you aren't comfortable with. Rich people might not be able to put themselves in danger because of their wealth and the position they hold in society. However, the poor people could, and the fact they would get paid. Doing so is a motivation. There's more, and you will find this a little bit controversial. We'd love to hear your thoughts about it in the comments, so here goes. There are many factors that cause crime, and poverty is one of them. We are not saying rich people don't commit crime, they do. However, this doesn't change the fact that there is a clear link between poverty and crime. There is abundant evidence to show poverty is one of the main causes of crime, as those who are poor may turn to crime to get what they need to survive. To combat crime, you need the police. So in a way, crimes committed by poor people help give the police a job and keep them relevant. It also encourages finding the police so they can protect lives and property. Apart from this, Switzerland needs poor people to maintain a good spiritual life. Curious? Check out the next point. Number 7, spirituality. When we say spirituality, it flows both ways. And yes, you may find it controversial. So brace yourself. If you have a contrary view, pop into the comments and let's discuss. So in the first part, spirituality can serve as a beacon of hope for those who aren't rich. They can have the belief that there is something better that will ease their suffering. Through this, they take life as less burdensome. This will be good for a country like Switzerland, as it will create a content citizenry. This brings us to the second part of this reason. Spirituality also extends to the rich. By seeing those who don't have wealth can also become close to their higher selves and also learn humility. This humility will lead them to acts of charity, and we'll discuss this under another reason. Number 6, could stimulate business. Some businesses wouldn't exist if there weren't poor people. Let us explain. Picture a pawn shop. Good. They wouldn't exist if there weren't people who need to sell what they own for quick cash. Remember the previous reason about poverty being a factor behind crime? So shady pawn shops accept these proceeds from crime. And as dirty as this is, it stimulates business, which in turn grows the economy. Let's move on to the next point. Number 5, abandoned goods. We know abandoned goods as a reason sounds strange, but it's all about the economy. Now don't click off. Wait a minute and hear us out. You know, for most companies, after production, it is not all the manufactured items that meet up with the standard required. If that is the case, what then happens to all the items below the standard? You think they were thrown away? Nope. Those goods make their way to the less privileged for a lower fee than they would originally cost. Is that ethical? Well, it depends on how you look at it. For the poor, they get what they need, and for the company, it sells products, and for the economy, you can guess. Number 4, numbers game. Remember when we said the poor help the rich get richer? We've told you the poor take up hard tasks and allow the rich to build more wealth. This point is like that, but we guarantee you that you may not like it. It'll be fun to talk about, and the comment sections are open for discussion. So poor people try to break the cycle of their poverty through different means. Some choose the path of crime and others simply test their luck. What do I mean by this? So poor people will play the lottery and gamble. Their money enriches those rich lottery and gambling companies. Now it gets deeper. When a poor person finally hits the jackpot through gambling or lottery, the government makes money from their winnings. See why Switzerland needs more poor people. They'll even get richer through these people. It's a win-win situation here. Number 3, cure boredom. Believe it or not, being wealthy can be a boring exercise sometimes. This is because often, a rich Swiss would have tasted everything in the rich class, and in a bid to cure boredom, there is the need for a person to be employed to entertain the wealthy class. This isn't unique to Switzerland. This has always been the case since the old days. Kings had clowns and jesters to entertain them in their courts. Now, where do you think those kinds of people come from? Definitely not among the elites and aristocrats. Now, you have seen another reason why Switzerland truly needs the poor among them. Number 2, cultural influence. When you think of the wealthy, you think of class, elegance, and a little bit of uprightness. They have societal rules to listen to that don't give them that bit of extra freedom to truly enjoy things. Imagine an elite party right now. What do you see? Balls, twirling, and all that stuff. Where is the freedom, the reckless abandon? For the poor folks, they are freer. The rich people in Switzerland can learn from the poor. They can become more colorful and less stuffy and boring. Number 1, charity. Ever been in a city and it feels so soulless? This is because there is low spirituality in such a place. One of the ways to achieve spirituality is to give. Charity helps cleanse the soul, and through the poor in Switzerland, the rich can cleanse their hearts and in turn the soul of the country. Wealth is great, but it isn't everything. Being one of the richest countries in the world has helped Switzerland, no doubt. However, as you have seen, wealth isn't everything. There is a need to attain a higher spiritual level. Through the poor people in the country, Switzerland can achieve this. Or what do you think? Let us know what you think in the comments section below.